How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 8, Episode 7. Now, last half we had... I'm trying to remember what happened. We had Morgan leaving. We had a King County episode. Grace died. Padre's motives were revealed, and they were the worst motives I've ever fucking seen in my entire life for villains. Like, their dad died, so they wanted to take away other kids to stop them from suffering losing their parents, or something like that. It was stupid. We had a reunion between Madison and Daniel. Dwight and Sherry's kid died, Finch, after he got bit, but then there was a potential, slowdown process of the infection. It didn't work. Finch eventually died anyway. And then Dwight and Sherry seem to have separated. We don't know if they're, done with the show too, because it definitely felt, climaxy, oh, this is the end for their story, which would kind of suck, it ends with them splitting up. I feel like splitting up after losing your child is probably the opposite thing you should do. You should probably be closer. You know, you've suffered through a loss together, right? But yeah, outside of all that, it was a pretty bad first half of the season, especially for the final season too, but what do we expect from these showrunners, right? The last thing we saw was that Madison was going to lead Padre and get the kids back to their parents, right? But there was someone listening to her radio transmission at the end of the episode. And it was, of course, someone who we know from Season 3, Troy. They basically revealed that he comes back in a trailer. And honestly, I'm not a fan of it. It just seems desperate to get viewers back. But we'll just see how it goes. I personally don't think it makes any fucking sense that he's alive. He got hit over the head twice with a hammer, here, the weakest part of his head, and he survived that, even though we saw a shot of him lying down, and there was a massive hole in his head. And then the dam exploded on top of that. You know what I mean? There is no way this man survived. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how they wrap this all up, because at the end of the day, this was the first Walking Dead spin-off. It shouldn't have lasted this long. I personally think Fear the Walking Dead should have been a one-season limited event, right? Where we saw Madison and everyone, in LA as it falls, but then by the end of the season, everyone just dies anyway. You know, you could argue, wouldn't that be pointless? But maybe, one or two characters make it out, and then we could potentially see them in the main show, right? I would have preferred that. I assume we're going to be seeing Strand this episode, and some other characters that we haven't seen in a while, like Luciana, because they weren't in the first half. I think Coleman Domingo was filming something else. I'm not sure what Luciana's actress was doing. So yeah, that basically sums it all up. So let's stop doodling around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode. Yep. I wonder who this could be. A lot of people said they saw blonde hair in that shot. Nah, it's Troy. What the fuck? Football? German? Terrible goalkeeping. Is this before the apocalypse? No, it seems after. Maybe. Strand. Why has he gone German and changed his name? Why is he German?
Good.
Wait, so now Strand is in charge of another community after what just happened in Season 7?
I think it's infected, but I've been looking all over for antibiotics. What exactly is it?
An oasis for the dispossessed, the desperate, the weary.
So, where is he exactly?
We help people.
He's changed his tune compared to last season.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Well, not you. You've had about 70. Ew. This just feels so random compared to the first half of the season.
Ist ein neuer Gast. Sie war ängstlich und konnte nicht atmen.
Couldn't breathe, it's Madison.
Papa holt den Sauerstofftank von der
Oxygen, yeah. How she got air, I don't know. Where'd she come from?
His name is Anton.
Klaus, geh.
How did she get here? What?
Now why was he calling you Anton?
The dialogue is still bad, dude. Oh my god. There we go. Why was he calling you Anton? Does it matter?
I thought I'd lost you.
Oh, he's crying. I still don't get how the fuck she got here.
Being okay, Anton.
His name's not Anton. It's Victor Strand.
Why is he lying?
He's not telling the truth about who he is.
As per usual.
I've never seen it before in my life.
What are you talking about?
What? I guess it's him trying to forget his past. I mean, clearly from the image there, like the sword is him leaving his past behind.
Dass du Victor Strand heißt.
Keine Ahnung.
Das hatte sie in der Tasche.
Of course, yeah, radio. It's Fear the Walking Dead, by the way. That's how you know.
Madison, are you there?
Is Madison blonde? About 5'6", leather jacket?
And who am I talking to?
Someone who wants to help her.
Ich versuche unbeschützen.
Wir lassen niemanden im Stich.
Sie kann nicht hier bleiben.
Sie bleibt. Wovor hast du eigentlich so viel Angst?
His past.
Gib ihr doch das Gefühl, zu Hause zu sein.
I don't get why he's lying. It's so fucking stupid.
You're awake?
You mind cutting me loose?
No.
Why do you think my dad's this Victor Strand guy?
Full-on American accent.
Why would he pretend to be somebody he's not?
Because it's fucking Strand. Alicia
Who's-
and Nick.
Nick and Alicia.
They were my kids.
Were?
They're dead. Well, Alicia's 50-50.
They rescued a bird once too when they were about your age, maybe a little younger.
You get confused and fly into the hotel windows sometimes.
That's just a skill issue, to be honest.
Anton.
Oh, Luciana directed this episode? Or the actress who played Luciana?
Where's your mother?
She and Papa split up when I was little. He brought me here on a holiday just before the world changed. Been here ever since.
Where are they, though? Like, what state are we in? What happened to Strand in between last season and this season?
I have to hand it to you, Victor.
Anton.
Really made something here, you know.
Wir haben Gesellschaft.
How can we be of service?
Is that,
We're looking for a woman.
yeah, Daniel's people?
She's hiding out in the area.
What do you want with her?
That's our business.
Are these the people that hit her? That attacked their boats?
She used to be one of Padre's top collectors. This particular leopard don't change her spots. People I'm with, he knows her for who she really is.
Troy.
I'm sorry, but like I told you before, she's
I think she is.
Why is he going back to last season?
She's here.
Oh, I don't get it. It's fucking stupid.
Close!
He's moved her.
She tore the map off before she left.
Why would you take him there?
Only one way to find out.
Came in on 2 of these. She must have taken the other one.
You're telling me no one was guarding the boats?
Listen, old man, that place you've got, you're gonna be better off without her. Things will go a lot better for her and for you if you back off.
You need binoculars for that? Doesn't look like he was that far away. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Screw this.
How are you gonna lose him on open water? Like, he can clearly see you.
Das ist nicht unser Kampf, Frank. Werden Weg finden.
Wie? Die haben das einzige Boot genommen.
Ich weiß, wo wir Andros finden können.
This is what he washed up on shore with.
She got under your skin from the minute she showed up.
She called me someone else.
Well, are you?
Yes.
All the years I spent living with Mia, hiding from her who I was.
Yeah, that is the Vaft he
How did you know I was here?
washed up on.
I need you to go back to the hotel.
I mean, you could hear that from a mile away. How do walkers sneak up on people still? Jesus, that could have killed him.
Where the hell did that come from?
What? Where did that come from? He wasn't wearing that in the previous... It's clearly not on him. Nice editing and continuity. Like, imagine...
Maybe Madison made him feel like he had a second chance of helping him.
What happened? After you told her your truth,
Okay, why are you doing this now? You can do this later.
she forgave you?
No.
Of course.
Oh, fair enough.
Whatever you did, I'm sure it's forgivable.
I'm not that man.
They're just like the rest in the woods.
Come on.
What? How's her Vaft here?
It's gonna be okay. Just stay with me.
Why did she pass out?
Auf der Bootsfahrt ging es Sauerstoff aus. Ich habe versucht, mehr zu finden, aber
Ich habe eine Idee. Ich denke mal, wer immer damit kam, muss viel Freiheit mitgeschleppt haben.
wir haben keine Zeit zu diskutieren. Wir müssen den Sauerstoff auf dem schnellsten Weg zu ihr hinbringen. Erzählt ihr? Mein Vater würde sie niemals solchen Leuten auf diese Art ausliefern.
Uff.
Vielleicht bist du nicht die, für den ich dich gehalten habe.
Ich folge dir direkt, nachdem ich dir geholfen habe.
As if the guys on the boat wouldn't be able to see Strand. He's got a lantern.
What are you doing here? Where's Klaus?
I sent Klaus away with Frank. Come with me and live, or stay here and die.
You gonna cut my throat with that sword?
No.
Go back, tell your kid. Those people did it. I don't know who the hell you are.
Well.
Found you.
Oh, I wonder how they found them. It's not like they're fucking beacons.
You have no idea how far back this goes, do you?
Season 3.
You two are the same. Both pretending to be something you're not.
What do you want?
Padre.
Why? We still doing the Padre shit? What just happened? Turn the lights off. What are you hiding for? Turn the lights off. Are they fucking done? Them walkers are fast. Yeah, they'll just climb over. How did he miss?
Why are you pretending to be someone else?
Because I had to leave that person behind.
It really was just a generic leaving his past behind thing.
I was ruthless. Even to Alicia. When the tower fell, we all washed up on these shores and we got separated. You couldn't forgive me. To make amends when I came back.
They were dead.
They were dead.
Who are you?
Anton, he's been reborn.
I could be the person that Alicia thought I could be.
Klaus is a good kid.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
But you've had like, whatever. He's had like 42 chances.
People that were running it, we got rid of them. I promised those kids. Promised them. I'd help them find their parents.
Papa, diese Soldaten, sie sind hier im Hotel.
How are they going to get out of this situation though? Oh. Well, there you go.
I told you to hand her over.
If you hurt them,
It's not up to me.
Then who's it up to?
I'll let him tell you.
Dun dun dun, Troy.
Been a while.
Whoa!
Troy.
Music.
I mean, I knew I'd find you when I heard your radio broadcast.
How is he alive?
He's not who you think.
That's not Victor Strand. My eyesight's not what it once was, I'll give you that, my friend, but I think you're the one that's confused.
I mean, it's cool to see him back, but it's just like, it feels so desperate to do it.
Let me show you. See that?
Okay, he's blind in one eye.
Bad hit to the head from, say, a hammer?
Twice, by the way. No, yes, there's no way he's not dead. Fuck off. The fact that they showed it too.
She destroyed my family's ranch. Can you believe that?
That was you.
My brother? My father?
You killed your brother. I guess he's probably just blaming her for everything, but...
Just looking for a home, Madison. See, you took mine from me, so...
What is he talking about? He took... Whatever. Like, he led the herd towards the ranch.
You're gonna tell me.
How did he pick up the hammer when the dam was collapsing all around him? Like, the hammer would have got washed away. It's Victor Strand. Oh, God. What are they so upset for? It's just a name. They're not gonna kill Strand. Fuck off. Otherwise, they should have just done it last season.
Grab the hammer!
Yeah.
Drop it!
Do it!
Convenient timing.
Drop your weapon.
Suggest you follow your own advice. Thank you, old friend.
We're not friends.
I hate to do to you what I did to your daughter.
Oh, why would he bring that up?
You really think what you're doing right now is gonna stop us?
Why don't you just shoot him now? Get it over with. You've got the upper hand here. Like, they've only got like 4.
You all took me in when I needed help. Now I'm doing the same for you.
I just told you what she did to me. What makes you think she's not gonna do the same to you?
The place I'm building, it's not about me. It's about keeping something bigger alive.
Madison, we
I like his little coat.
You're making a mistake.
Let's move on!
Why is that?
'Cause that's the same thinking that got her killed in the first place.
He's got an arm, right?
You're a liar!
He killed her? No, he didn't.
Open it.
Why would he try to provoke them? Like, how would... Yeah, Madison won't know what this is. Yeah,
Took it off our corpse after I killed her.
he didn't kill her. They wouldn't kill Alicia off screen. Hammer to the head again.
After all the wandering around I did in Mexico, I thought it was only right to release
Why does he keep bringing up Mexico? It's like last half with the 8 years ago thing.
What are you even fighting for?
What are you fighting for? What?
Madison, wait!
Someone has got to stop him. What's going on?
I got it.
Oh, where did she come from? Luciana?
He's gonna hit us with everything he's got.
Why do you care so much about Padre?
Because you took everything from me.
She took his kid. Like, that's the only logical explanation. But yeah, that was definitely a Fear the Walking Dead episode. I will say it was better than most of this season. Pretty much all of it, to be honest. Like, there was only one episode this season, the King County one, that I thought was somewhat good. I'd say the end of this episode with Troy coming back is like the biggest highlight, honestly. Which is kind of sad, because it really proves my point with what I said in the intro and the reaction. Like, it just feels desperate. You know, people are gonna love seeing Troy on screen again. That's why they brought him back. It makes no fucking sense that he's back, though. Because it's like, how the fuck did he get hit over the head twice with a hammer, roll down a little hill, then a dam collapsed on top of him? Like, you literally saw the part in the dam where it broke open and all the water was flooding in. Like, there is no way this man survived. Like, he was inside the dam as it broke apart. You ain't surviving that. And he got the hammer too. Like, oh yeah, I'm drowning, let me just pick up the hammer and go. You're telling me, like, Troy just got back up after that? Like, he woke up perfectly fine, maybe a little bit brain damaged. Obviously, he's lost his eyesight. I don't get it though, because it hit the temple. Like, it was like, this is like a very weak part of the head. And he got hit twice there with a hammer. And if you look at that episode, you can see the hole in his head. Like, there is no way this man survived. It's bullshit. Like, this fight here is fan fiction. You know it's fan fiction because the last thing the last showrunner did was kill off Troy. And now that's been completely undone. Like, how do we end Fear the Walking Dead? Oh, let's bring back Troy from Season 3. Why? Oh, we're going to make him the villain. But why? Need viewers. That's basically the meeting that happened, to be honest. I feel like spending most of this episode focused on Strand was a mistake. I understand why they did it. He wasn't in the first half of this season because I think he was busy filming something else, Coleman Domingo. But, for the love of God, you don't need the whole episode dedicated to him and just to see what he's been up to. Right? At the end of the day, like, a lot of people don't like Strand that much. I'm 50-50 on him, but I think he's just ran his course. Because the writers just don't know what to do with his character anymore, so I think it's just better to kill him off, or just completely forget about him. Like they have done so many other characters in this show. Like, where's Sarah, where's Wendell? There's just no explanation as to where Sarah went. Like, Luciana's showed up in the promo for next episode, even though... Where was she in the first half? Even with them bringing back Troy, it still feels like the writing doesn't work for his character. Like, his character was very, like, complex in Season 3, you know? And in this season, he's bringing up Mexico every 2 sentences. Like, oh, back in Mexico. And it's like, Jesus Christ, it's like the 7 years ago thing from the first half of the season. Where, like, the character just kept regurgitating that sentence. 8 years ago, Padre took us. 8 years ago, this happened. I also just don't think he's a very intimidating villain either. Like, sure, he's cool. Like, he's a decent character, or he was. Until, well, we know what these showrunners are going to do to his character. They're going to ruin him. Let's be honest. And also, like, why would Troy mention that he got Ophelia killed right in front of Daniel? And Daniel wouldn't just kill him straight up. I hate that shit. Like, the villain's right there. You've got a chance to kill him. It happened in the main show, too, with, like, Negan and stuff, but obviously they weren't going to kill Negan because, you know, the comics. But Troy, like, he could have easily just been killed off. And they outnumbered him, too. Like, they had so many more people compared to him. Like, he had about, like, 4, maybe? And I also doubt that he's killed Alicia. There's no way they'd kill her off screen. Like, if they were going to kill her, they might as well have just done it last season. And that also applies to what was going to happen to Strand. Like, Troy was about to kill Strand, and it's like, they should have just done it last season. And I think it probably would have been better if they did. Like, now we're just going down this recycling door with his character. Okay, he makes mistakes. He's going to change. Then he doesn't change, and then he says he's made mistakes, he's going to change, and then he doesn't change. It's just this constant fucking cycle. Like, the writers don't know how to handle Strand's character. Like, for instance, this episode, he wants to forget his past and changes his name and becomes, like, German. And another issue, which is pretty obvious from my reaction, but the lanterns, why? You're just giving away your position. Oh wait, so apparently, the beginning of this episode, when they're going through, like, the cooking food stuff, right? Like the little montage that they do, is actually from season 6. Which is wild to me. And apparently they reused some footage from season 4 too, from the stadium. That's kind of lazy. I'll be honest, that's kind of lazy. Like, if you can't... I mean, another good example would also be that continuity error with Strand. Like, what the fuck is happening with the editing, dude? Like, have they just run out of material? I mean, they've definitely run out of writing material. But I mean, overall, I'd probably say this episode was a bit of a... It was a bit of an You know, like... Probably forgettable in the grand scheme of things, other than the last, like, 15 minutes. Because you know what they're going to do with Strand, this revolving door. So, next week he'll be back to being Victor again, and then the week after that he'll be back to being Anton. But I mean, that basically sums it all up. I know I was a bit negative throughout this reaction, but Fear the Walking Dead just brings it out of me, to be honest. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.